Well, many think that when it comes to mental health, that should be something that's embarrassing to talk about. Some people feel ashamed, and some people even don't believe in it. But here to give us an idea of what it's all about, Pharma Dynamics is proud to be associated with the Let's Talk initiative, which basically means we need to start talking about it and creating awareness. Now, in the show today and joining us, Mariska Forshare, Marketing Manager of Pharma Dynamics. A warm welcome to you. Also, Janine Ruiz, Director of Mental Health Information Center. Such a long name, but we're here to talk about it. And then Garth Kingwell, the team leader of I Choose Life. I saw Garth earlier and I said to him, I choose life. Yes, Garth, we all choose life today.
And must choose life.
And we're here to talk about it. Mariska, ek wil by jou begin, want daar's soveel informasie wat ons wil deel. What is the Let's Talk project about?
Let's Talk is exactly what it says. We have to start to talk about mental health issues. There are so many people in South Africa that suffer from these conditions that don't know, and they are too scared to talk about it because of the stigma that's attached to it. So if we don't start talking about mental health issues to address the stigma, and that's why we initiated this campaign last year in partnership with South African Depression and Anxiety Group.
Yes.
And this year we decided to involve the Film Industry Learner Mentorship Program, and we asked the interns to produce short films about 3 different topics that we experience in South Africa, which is depression and
anxiety,
depression and unemployment,
yes.
Post-traumatic stress disorder, and suicide and depression in young teenagers.
Janine, I want to get to you as an expert who deals with this all the time. I mean, how bad is our mental health situation in South Africa? Shortly.
1 in 5 South Africans suffer from a mental disorder.
Sure.
It creates significant distress to affect their daily lives. And 2/3 of those people never seek help, mainly because of the stigma attached, and also a lack of easy access to mental health professionals and mental health information. And then also, services are severely under-resourced.
Garth, you're a team leader, and I usually, I feel so sympathetic sometimes for people who are team leaders. You get thrown into a project. Did you have any know or information about this before you started the project?
Well, I was lucky enough to be involved in the Let's Talk campaign last year, and we interviewed a whole lot of psychiatrists and psychologists, and that was a real eye-opener for me. I had no idea, to what extent this was a problem, in our society, and I was really happy to get involved in something like this.
And I want to go as far as to saying that it is a problem, but it can happen to any one of us. And you heard it. We don't have to feel ashamed about it or embarrassed about it. Mariska, Pharma Dynamics betrokkenheid by die projek self. What is your involvement?
We're a pharmaceutical company that produce and provide medication that work on the central nervous system. So we've got first-hand experience of the devastating impact of these conditions on many South Africans' lives. And we so often see that people tell someone who suffers from a mental illness to pull yourself together, just get over it. It's a medical condition just as much as high blood pressure and diabetes is. We don't expect those people to pull themselves together and get over it. And that's why we brought Let's Talk to the public, so that everyone can understand what it's all about.
You're talking about bringing it to the public. I know that you've created and chosen these short films. Tell me more about this and how we can find out more. Tell me about the films.
The films are available on www.letstalkmental.co.za. YouTube portal can be accessed from there. We've got 8 short films that address those 3 topics that we spoke about earlier. And have a look at them, learn from them, and share them with as many people as possible.
Janine, I want help. I think now that I'm a statistic, I'm 1 in 5 people in South Africa that suffers from mental illness or something like that. MHIC, tell me more and tell me where we can get help.
The MHIC Mental Health Information Center is an NGO situated at the Medicine and Health Sciences faculty at Stellenbosch University. And we work closely together with a research unit on anxiety and stress disorders, which is a co-unit between Stellenbosch and UCT. So we focus on research, we focus on anti-stigma campaigns, awareness, and psychoeducation, and we have a call center. We can be called on 021 938 9229, and from there we will refer people and we will give accurate information.
Okay, we'll also keep those numbers handy so that you can get them on our Facebook page as well. This is Espresso, your feel-good breakfast show. Garth, these videos, I look at them. Is there a winner in the production? Is that why we aim to make these videos?
Well, obviously, because of what Pharma Dynamics did and put up a really cool prize, it did get the filmmakers really excited about it.
And that's it, sir, the winning film.
That's the winning film.
Tell me more about it.
Well, basically, we didn't get to choose our topics. We were randomly assigned topics, and we drew suicide and depression in young people. And basically we wanted to get the message out there that, you know, suicide is not the answer. There's help out there, and all we need to do is to talk about it. So we wanted to create a film that was really quite dramatic and created that emotional space for people to kind of inhabit, and get young people and all people that are associated with young people who are depressed for whatever reason to just come forward and say, let's talk about this. Let's not sweep it under the carpet.
Well, that's a great statement to leave our audience with. Let's talk about it, and don't be afraid to just share information, because that's exactly what we're doing on the show. Mariska, Janine, and Garth, thank you so much. Well, all the best to you, and also to all of us, I guess. Information on our Facebook page, Espresso Show SABC3. We will be back with more feel-good vibes after the break.
Young filmmakers fight the stigma surrounding mental illness with a Let's Talk campaign by Pharma Dynamics, one of the leading suppliers of generic central nervous system medication.